The mud flies, the engines scream, and the air is thick with sawdust. These logging trucks and chainsaws don't just work. They battle nature itself. Its speed, power, and danger in perfect chaos. You can feel the struggle in every rev. That cable didn't just snap, it screamed under pressure. Working heavy timber on slick ground takes guts and coordination. Respect to both operators for staying cool when things go sideways. That's textbook precision felling. The hinge, notch, and back cut are all in perfect proportion. Working on a slope like that takes not just strength, but geometry in your head. One wrong angle, and that cedar could twist or split. Years of skill packed into one calm moment. Dead poplar holds hidden tension, and once the cut releases, the trunk can spring unpredictably. He read the movement just in time and stepped clear. That kind of awareness matters more than horsepower when running a powerful MS 661.
That's how it's done. Beautiful.
Man, that stretch of road looks like straight soup, and he's hauling a load heavy enough to sink a smaller truck in seconds. But he just keeps working the wheel and feeling the ground through the cab. That's the kind of driver who knows every sound his rig makes. Sometimes all a stuck machine needs is something solid under its wheels. Those logs kept the log set 6F from sinking deeper and gave it just enough grip to climb out slowly. It's one of those simple forest hacks that never gets old, proving skill and problem-solving matter as much as heavy machinery. seen that happen more than once in deep winter. Snow hides the lay, fibers twist different in the cold, and those logs will bite back if you rush. Kid handled it all right, but a couple wedges and a cleaner notch would have saved that scare. That climb isn't for rookies. The mountain dirt is loose, the slope is mean, and those long logs shift like they've got a mind of their own. But the driver muscles that truck around the bend with the calm of someone raised on these roads. Real respect for folks who tame terrain like this. Trees and houses look bad, but pulling them out can be worse if you don't know what you're doing. That trunk's holding weight in every direction, and one slip can rip the whole wall. The crew's rigging setup, slow lifts, and steady teamwork show real trade knowledge at work here. The moment the trailer tilted, it felt like a slow-motion scene from a logging movie, mud flying, wheels lifting, and tons of timber sliding toward disaster. But the driver stayed sharp, fighting the tilt and keeping the cab from rolling. Power means nothing without control. That loader's fight against weight mirrors life. Push too far and you tip over. Stay centered and you survive. Machines don't make mistakes. People either respect their limits or learn the hard way. That ZIL 131 climbing the Carpathian ridge looks straight out of an action movie. Front wheels in the air, passengers hanging on like stuntmen, and logs shifting behind them. But this isn't Hollywood. It's real danger on a real mountain. One mistake and the truck tumbles. Watching this reminds you how much determination goes into real work. That driver doesn't panic. The excavator operator doesn't hesitate. They move like a team built on trust. Hauling logs through mud and slopes isn't just dangerous. It demands courage and skill. You really see the engineering shine when the NOE 1/4R anchors its blade, grips that 27.5 mm tray log, and keeps traction on a torn-up hillside. That operator uses the boom and winch like extensions of his own arms. With this much weight, load shift is the real enemy, and he manages it perfectly. Using mules for timber work demands precise handling. The operator must read weight shifts, control rope tension, and guide the animals safely. Every log move carries risk, but skilled teamwork keeps the pull steady and prevents dangerous rollbacks in tight woods.
You want me to get in front of them and stop them? Whoa.
Working a slope like that with an ACME hydraulic rig is no joke. Every pull shifts the hillside, and one snag can send a log sliding fast. But the operator knows the ground, keeps the boom steady, and handles the load like he's done it his whole life. That's real woods experience right there. A small sawyer faces a towering giant, armed only with a tuned 4/6-1 and a 32 bar. Each cut shapes 40-foot sections destined for a dangerous haul. Sawdust rises, fibers strain, and the forest holds its breath. This is where logging becomes both battle and art, precision guiding power. him that old Mac showed exactly what a loaded log truck does when traction disappears. One bad bump, and the whole rig flipped like a toy. Still, the driver knew what he was doing, staying calm, cutting the wheel right, and preventing a real disaster. Tell me why this Egger BAU driver handles a fully loaded truck better on a mountain trail than I handle a shopping cart at Walmart. That trailer leaned so far, I thought gravity was about to file a complaint. Dude stayed calm and made it look easy. True heavy haul wizardry. One glance and you know this run could go bad fast. Steep cliff on one side, shifting logs on the other. The man tilts dangerously, yet the driver moves with total control, holding the entire load in check. Every second feels like a tightrope walk between disaster and mastery. This climb shows why logging isn't for the weak. The Oshkosh is maxed out, tires slipping, engine pushed hard, yet the driver stays patient. No panic, no shortcuts, just steady control in a brutal environment. That's the kind of discipline only real professionals carry into the forest.
Through 850 Kenworth. This has got a 12V71 TT twin turbo with an 18-speed fuller.
That Kenworth 850 is hauling a mountain of timber, and you can tell the driver's earned every mile. Roads in Henderson, BC aren't friendly. Loose gravel, blind corners, and grades that chew trucks up. Still, he keeps it steady like it's just another day.
Not for a load.
This is the kind of downhill pull where everything is fighting the operator. Gravity, loose soil, momentum, even the logs themselves. Yet he keeps that machine planted and steady, pure discipline under pressure. One slip in the load would crush anything behind it. That Cat 345BL isn't playing around. When a machine that size bites into a tree, you feel it in the ground. Digging out roots this thick takes real operator finesse, not just brute force. One wrong move and the whole stump can snap or roll. Respect to the guy running that iron. That bandit's out here turning a massive poplar stump into breakfast cereal. But don't let the fun look fool you. Big roots can grab the wheel and jerk the whole machine. Same story as hauling logs. Everything seems fine until it suddenly isn't. Props to the guy keeping it smooth. Nothing about this setup is soft. Woodcutter slams through rounds, Kindlet Pro chews splinters, and the crew stands inches from danger every cycle. This isn't just firewood. It's controlled violence handled by people who know exactly how to stay alive around heavy steel. The forest falls silent once more, and engines fade into the mist. What remains is proof of control, courage, and raw power in perfect balance. Thanks for watching Raw Machines, where every log hauled and every cut made defines true mechanical mastery.